the engine's getting ready to roll. Gonna cruise on my bike now, music to the soul. Kickstand up, boots are best. Ain't gonna touch down till the road comes to rest. We're riding country roads, enjoying the day. We're riding for the love of the US of A. So catch a cycle fever, don't let it slip away.
Hey, how are you? I can only say this. We're doing number 2. That didn't sound right. This is video number 2. We looked at the first one and we found out we had some problems. So I decided I was going to wipe it out and we were going to start over again. What we figured out is this. We tried to do Zoom and the problem we ran into was that because we have, I'm going to say low Wi-Fi here, internet, bandwidth, it wouldn't take it all. So it would be freezing back and forth. So we have stopped playing with Zoom right now and we are just doing the show. So we're going to redo the show over again and I hope everybody understands when you go live and sometimes things work and sometimes they don't. Well, now they're going to work. So I'll tell you a little bit about tonight's show. First of all, we started off where we went to Arts in the Park and we shot a few of the people that were in the park. And the interview that we did was with P.D. Mack. And P.D. Mack is an author. And we're going to talk a little bit about his books. He's more of a fantasy writer. Clyde would like his books. It's kind of like in the Star Wars type thing, into the future, stuff like that. I only like videos, so I don't read a lot. Sorry about that, but that's the truth. And then we went to the Dairy Queen to get an ice cream, and of all things, they had a cruise in. So that'll be out there. And then we're going to come, I got to apologize for my throat. We're going to do 2020 with the Color the River in Hinton, West Virginia. Tell you what, Clyde, go to the first clip.
P.D. Mack, again, my last name is McKittrick, nobody can remember that, so P.D. Mack is who I am. I'm a science fiction author, and this is my table, some of my books for the this festival here.
Can you tell me, I know that you got one that's about Vikings. How did you ever get into Vikings?
Well, I happen to like the Viking time frame, and I thought it might be fun to kind of write a time travel book back then. Time travel romance seemed to fit in. Did quite a bit of research, so everything historically is all historically accurate, and it's a fun book.
What's the name of it?
It's called Beyond Her Touch, and as I said, it's been ranked #1 in Canada twice, #4 in the UK, and most recently been top 100 in all 3 countries.
And I see you've got some other books in there. You've got something like for gamers?
There's a gamelet series called the Bridge Quest series. There's 3 books in that series, and then again, if you're a gamer, along the lines of Ready Player One, that's what that book is. I also have some steampunk westerns, take place in Tombstone, Arizona in 1882. And then I've got a dystopian novel called Rebirth of Angels, takes place in the future. And then I also have book 1 of a 5-book series called the Wolf 359 series, takes place on a planet and in a medieval kingdom. 2 people are shipwrecked, stranded on a planet, and get immersed into the power struggles there.
Outstanding. Do you have a website and a business card?
We do. Website is asking my wife here because she does all the marketing and things like that for me.
And she just had a blank.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
too funny.
pdmac-author.com.
Well, I'll tell you what. When she gives me the card, I'll put the card up so everybody can see it.
Okay.
All right. All right. I'm going to take a video of the books down here in front of me. Okay.
He was actually asked, I got done. So what I did is I took several of them in.
Well, I gotta say this, if you ever have, in the small towns, they always have the art festivals and stuff, you need to go to them. It's amazing the stuff. We met a guy that he built handmade boats. They were gorgeous. We've done him. I've got a guy that you'll see coming up shortly that went to the post offices, the old post offices that had the old boxes in them, and he would buy the old boxes from them, and then he would make banks out of them. He had a bank box that was come from the post office, was from 1895. So they're really kind of neat. He'll be coming up. I don't know if he's coming up next week or the week after, but you will see him. It's pretty interesting how he did it. Super nice guy. I think he was in the Air Force, and then he finally got out, and then he did this on the side. He enjoys it. The next thing we're going to do is like I said, I went to Dairy Queen. It was a Friday night. It was the last Friday of the month. And you can tell that people are just getting tired of sitting at home. So what ended up happening was that they had a cruise in. And first of all, I'm thinking to myself, where are they going to put all these cars at Dairy Queen? Well, come to find out, they put them all along the lawn and the grass on the outside. They had about 100 cars there. So while I was there, I did about 7 or 8 interviews, and this is the very first interview, not the very first one, but the first interview I'm going to show, and it's a 1941 Cadillac convertible. So Clyde, if you want to bring up the Dairy Queen Cruise In.
My name is Gary Worden.
Can you tell me a little bit about your car?
Well, I've owned it for nearly 20 years. I bought it from the second owner who owned it since 1951. He bought it in 1951. At 10 years old, he bought it. I bought it from him approximately 20 years ago. It came from Southern California. It's a rust-free car. Most of the paint is still the original paint on the car. It's got the original top on it underneath that top boot. Not in the greatest shape, but they're only original ones. And that's the way I like them.
Now, you were telling me something about you did something with veterans. Kind of tell me a little bit about that.
Oh yeah, every year I like to take, they pick the oldest World War II veteran in Cherokee County, North Carolina, and I meet him at the veterans home. They pick out the oldest veteran. He sits in my 41 Cadillac, and I take him in a parade and on a cruise, and we end up at the Andrews Airport where they have a whole bunch of vintage aircraft on display. And last year I parked my 41 Cadillac with these 1941 airplanes, and it became the hit of the show. And the old gentleman that I took for the ride, he had a great time. He had a great time. And in previous years it was different gentlemen that I've taken, but they always pick the oldest surviving World War II veteran in the county.
That's outstanding.
It's great. It's great. These, and the thing that the veterans do, and the gathering at the airport with these old vintage planes. They had a couple C-47s fly overhead, and they tipped their wings and flew through the valley. It was really a great sight. It really was a great sight. It made me appreciate what sacrifice my father made, because he was a captain of a squadron of B-17s.
Well, we had a great time at the Dairy Queen Cruise-In. These are some of the cars that you're going to see next week and the week after. We'll probably do about 3 different shows with the cars in them. I hope you enjoyed what you saw today. I had a great time. I got to tell you, I had a great time seeing all those old cars, and a couple of them I used to own. I'm sure that you have owned a couple of cars yourself that you wish you still had. Well, here's your chance to go back and look at them. So when you get a chance, go to the Dairy Queen Cruise In.
Hey, well, I got to tell you, I saw some cars there that I wish I still owned. I had a 57 Chevy, a 55 Chevy, a 56 Chevy. I had a 59 Chevy. I had a 51 Ford and a 52 Mercury. And I don't have them anymore. Oh, I wish I had them. Now the sad part of the story is when I went away to college, my mother sold my 51 Ford and my 55 Chevy. I had it stored in a barn, and I came home and it was gone, and I said, "Where's my car?" And my mother goes, "Well, you don't need it, you're in school," so I sold it. Okay, Mom. Gotta love Mom. I do. I was crushed when she sold my car. But I know that coming up, it's the first Saturday of every month, Blairsville Cruisers Car Club has their meeting in Blairsville. The 29th and 30th of July, Classic Car Museum is having their auction, and hopefully we'll be able to get up there and get some pictures for that for you. And I think, if I remember correctly, I interviewed somebody and they told me the last Saturday of every month in Ellijay, that car club there has a coffee, I think it's Coffee and Cars is what I think they call it, and it's near the Dairy Queen in Ellijay. So if you really want to have some fun and go around, and I'll tell you, don't be afraid to go over and talk to some of these people, because that's why they're there. They want to talk about their cars. They want everybody to see what they have and how they did it. I did talk to a guy that had an old Dodge pickup truck, and it was gorgeous the way he did it. And he rebuilt the engine. It was, you could eat off of it. That's how clean it was. Anyhow, his buddies were over there going, "Hey, you want to buy it? You want to buy it?" And I said to the guy, "Are you interested in selling it?" And he looked at me and he went, No, I don't think so. So anyhow, when you go around and talk to these guys, they're really super nice. They love talking to you, and you might learn something. And I did. I met a girl that was 13 years old. Well, she's not 13 anymore. She bought a Corvette when she was 13. 96 or something like that. Anyhow, I interviewed her. She's now 15. She just got her learner's permit. And beautiful white Corvette. I mean, she took it all apart. She took the heads off it herself. She was working with her dad. I mean, these are the things that you look at and you just go, wow, it's pretty neat. So I got to tell you, if there's a car rally going on, stop by, say hello, introduce yourself, and pick up the car you like, and then go talk to that person. I'm sure they'll tell you exactly what they did and how much fun they had. Well, it's time, I guess, to pay for the show. So I guess we've got to go to a commercial because Clyde's pointing at me. So anytime you're ready, Clyde.
As a NASCAR Hall of Fame driver, I appreciate the best engineering, the best design, the best experience. That's why I ride a Harley, and that's why I wear a hog watch. Simple to install, the hog watch actually is my key fob. With style and precision, the hog watch lets me get on and ride. Hog watch. Freedom never looks so good.
So get up, stand up, get up, stand up, get up, stand up, get up, stand up, and rep that red and black, and rep that red and black, and rep that red and black. Better us where you at. Get up out your seat, 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 get
homeowners around this area need landscaping, they turn to Tough Turf Incorporated. Why? Because Tough Turf has been providing landscaping, irrigation, lawn maintenance, and lighting to residential and commercial builders and even homeowners associations for more than 20 years. As a family-owned business, we take great pride in making sure our employees approach each and every job with an exceptional level of experience, quality, and integrity. Tough Turf. When it comes to landscaping, nobody's
Hey, we're back. Part of the show's paid for anyhow, but we'll go from there. Earlier we tried to go live, and what we did is my partner in Orlando, I call him Crazy John Chaney, he was on Zoom with us, but Clyde informed me, because I'm not an IT guy, and Clyde's been made the IT guy, so we'll go from there. Clyde, go to camera 2 for a minute. So there's Clyde. And Clyde, you make yourself bigger if you want. You don't have to hide. I know you got that figured out. But anyhow, there's Clyde. He's going to grow up, and look at that. Yeah, cut me out of it. That's all right. I don't really care. We're going to call it the Clyde Show. But Clyde, you were explaining about the bandwidth and the problems we had.
Well, because we live out in the country, we live out in the mountains, and we don't get very good internet out here. At my house, I get 15 meg download maybe, and maybe 2 upload. And I was told I'm lucky that I'm getting that. And here at Hank's house, he's like 25 meg download and almost 5 upload. But you know, if somebody,
it fluctuates also. Yeah.
You got to remember that somebody's upstairs watching TV with dish, and then we were streaming with the TriCaster, the video for the show, and then we were trying to do Zoom on top of that, and I think we just sucked the bandwidth down to where we locked everything up, so
yeah,
we apologize about that.
Well, and the thing is, we need at least 2 upload, I don't know what you call them, 2 whatever you call it, but we need at least 2 for the upload to go up, and if it falls below 2, you lose your stream. So, you know, that's another thing that we have a problem with. But we solved that. We deleted the earlier show, and we're redoing it. So
without Zoom.
Without Zoom,
so,
that's correct. So anyhow, John Chaney, I apologize. I even called up IT John in Orlando, who's our IT guy in Orlando, and he thought the same thing, that we locked up. And we learned 2 things with Zoom also, didn't we? We learned with the delay, can't watch the monitor.
Yeah, Hank was talking away, and John was talking away like, that's not matching.
Yeah. So you can't watch the monitor and do Zoom. You have to be kind of zooming and just kind of listening and going from there. Because there is a 20-second delay when we go live. So what you're seeing 20 seconds later. But with that being talked about and everything else, the next video we got coming up, Clyde, is from Hinton, West Virginia. Okay? And we have a very good friend who has a program, I guess you would say a program in a book called Patriot Pup. And Patriot Pup is kind of built for younger kids, to give them some patriotic information about our country and the flag and kind of stuff like that. And she is from Hinton, West Virginia, and she goes back there every year. Her brother was killed over, I want to say in Afghanistan, but I could be wrong. But anyhow, her brother was killed. He was a Marine, and they have a meeting they go through every year over there. And if you are interested, go up to patriotpup.com and take a look, and I think you'll enjoy it. But what we're going to see now is when they go back to Hinton, West Virginia, and I kind of take Hinton, West Virginia as kind of like a Blairsville or an LJ. It's not really big. They don't have a lot of tourism there. It's just down home country folks, and they do this gathering on the river every year. And so this is from 2020. So if you would play it, Clyde, we will see what they did over there in Hinton, West Virginia.
and Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River. Life is old there, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, growing like a breeze. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country road. And all my memories gather round her, miner's lady, stranger to blue water. Dark and dusty, painted on the sky, misty taste of moonshine, teardrop in my eye. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads, I hear your voice in the morning now, she calls me. The radio reminds me of my home far away, and somehow I get the feeling like I should have been home yesterday. Yesterday, yesterday.
Hey you guys, I just want to take a moment and say thank you to everybody that came up to the cemetery, but I also want to do one big special thank you. I don't know how to thank everybody, from like Jackie and Chrissy at home, and then the Marine Corps League stepping up, and the detachments, and then the fire department, the police station, the Beirut vets, Jeff, Al. I'm like, I didn't know how to thank everybody, so I just want to take a moment to say thank you, because that's what I have right now, is just a big thank you. But I did want to do a little something kind of silly with Pat. Well, the serious part is I wanted to give you a challenge coin as well.
Oh, wow,
From the
thank you.
35th anniversary of the Beirut bombing, we always have these commemorative coins, so that is yours. Thank you so much for coming all the way from Chicago. I know Mikot is smiling down from heaven saying thank you, so we thank you. But also, on a different note, you're always calling everybody knuckleheads. We're a bunch of knuckleheads. We're a bunch of knuckleheads. So, in honor of all your knuckleheads, here you go.
Thank you.
It's not much, but it's something.
Thank you.
These country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. The country roads, country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads, oh, and take me home. Country roads.
Hey, it looks like it's a lot of fun then. Hopefully, I'm going to say a little later in the year, we're going to go to Hinton, West Virginia, and do some filming there and do some segments with them. They're pretty nice people in the community. I talked to the mayor, Mayor Jack Scott. Super nice guy. So, Jack, if you happen to catch this, we're looking forward to coming to your community and spending some time there. Now, talking about communities, we are going to talk about what's happening here in this case, the first one's going to be about what's happening in Mineral Bluff. This is the 4th of July weekend coming up, and there's some things that I thought I'd tell you about. And to do this, I'm probably going to have to put my glasses on so I can read what's there. So I'm going to reach over here. I'm going to pick up my glasses. Clyde, if you can make it, that's what I'm looking for. Good. They can't see me now. Anyhow, Ride the Rails. It's July 3rd and Sunday, July 4th, the 4th of July, of course. Where are they having it? They're having it at the historic L&M Depot at 150 Railroad Avenue in Mineral Bluff. It's going to be a fun ride. It's a 5-mile round trip by railroad motor car. Now, I'm not exactly sure what that is, but I'm not going to be here, but Clyde's going to it, so I'm sure Clyde will understand and tell me all about it. Anyhow, the railroad motor car is going to be traveling through the Iron Bridge over the beautiful Toccoa River to Murphy Junction. And I don't know if that's Murphy, North Carolina or not. Could be. I don't know. But you'll let me know next week, right? Outstanding. And then they're gonna turn around and come back, and they're gonna end up at the historic Mineral Bluff Depot. Now, I've been living here for, well, first of all, I've been coming here for 15 years. I've been living here for 2.5. I never even knew there was a train depot in Mineral Bluff, but now I'm learning stuff. How about you, Clyde? You know of it?
I had no idea.
Okay. Well,
It's only a stop sign, like 4-way stop sign, and that's the town.
Well, they told me it's right after the Dollar General.
Yeah.
The next street on the left after the Dollar General, so we'll see.
We'll see.
Well, hopefully you won't get lost. And this was set up for us by Ron Wallace. And Ron, I met at the Veterans Ceremony for Memorial Day. And he set this up. As a matter of fact, Ron's going to be working with us. He's got a couple things going. I know your favorite's going to be the beekeeper. You're big with bees, right?
I'm not doing the bees. That's yours. I'll go with you go.
Mike can do it.
Mike, we get Mike.
Mike can do it. Yeah, because he owes us.
Today, so
Yeah.
he gets the bees.
Yeah. So anyhow, this ride looks like it's going to be fun. There is. They look for suggested donations, and it goes to a charity, but I'm not sure what the charity is. So when you're there, you can ask them. But it does say. It says the branch line will run through Mineral Bluff to Murphy, North Carolina. So you are going to Murphy, North Carolina.
I'm going places.
You are going uptown. Anyhow, the suggested donations, and again it's suggested, but it's for a charity. $13 for adults 18 and up. It's $6 for youths that are 2 to 17. And anybody under 2 gets in free. The hand car, I'm not sure what that is, but I want to make sure that you at least get a picture of somebody doing it.
Is that the one where you
I
have to
think
crank
it's.
it?
I think it is. I think it's the
Alright.
cranker.
Alright.
Okay, so that is $2 a person per trip. Now, I got a feeling that hand car is not going to Murphy, North Carolina.
I'm not cranking that for 5 miles.
Anybody that does that, they ought to pay them the $2. So anyhow, if you're not doing anything this weekend, you need to go to Mineral Bluff and go ride the rails. All right, well, let's see what we got next there, Clyde. All right, so the next thing is, and if you'll make that a little bit bigger, win this car. And I tell you, I bought tickets, so we'll see how lucky I get. This is a beautiful 2009 Mustang 45th edition. It's a V6, fully loaded convertible, and they're giving this away to a lucky winner. And whoever wins, if it's not me, whoever wins, I'd like to interview them. So let us know who wins and when you're giving it away, and maybe we can film them getting their new car. And this is put on by the Blairsville Cruisers Car Club, and they're raffling this off, and all proceeds are going to go for Shop with the Cruisers program for needy kids when they take them shopping for Christmas. So again, another neat setup. And a lot of people are doing a lot of things for charities and stuff. If you get a chance, I know money's tight for a lot of people, but buy a ticket, help the things go. I will tell you that tickets are $5 a piece, or you can, for $20, get 5 tickets. I tried to get 6 tickets for $20, but they wouldn't do it. So anyhow, if you go up on their website, the Blairsville Cruisers Club, Car Club, and you can see what they got. I think you can buy these online too. So go up there if you do and get a chance. It says you must be 18 years of age. All taxes and fees are responsible for the winner, or you may opt to receive $2,000 in cash in lieu of the vehicle. I'm taking the vehicle if I win.
Me too.
You too. All right, Clyde. The next one's a real interesting one. If you'll bring that one up. And this, they're going to do this Saturday, okay? It's Saturday, and I'm trying to find out. It's going to be in McKaysville. It's going to be at the Riverwalk. It's July 3rd, so that is Saturday. It starts, the information for the race setup starts at 4:30. The race will start at 6:30. Awards will be going out at 7:30, and the last cutoff for the race is at 8:30 at night. They have a whole bunch of different classes, and there's 2 winners, I guess, in each group. There's female and male, and the age groups are 0 to 9. We don't have to worry about that one. 10 to 19, 20 to 29, 30 to 39, 40 to 49, 50 to 59, 60 to 69, and then there is by bracket 70 and up.
Damn, I can't even race against you.
Well, but you can. I'll wait for you.
Okay.
That's
fair.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot of fun. But I will say this, okay? I don't know how many 70-year-olds go on this. It's a 3.1 mile walk or run, depending on what you want to say. It goes into 2 states. So you walk from here to Tennessee. You go across one old bridge, and then you come back, and if you're like me, you'll sit down and rest for the whole rest of the night.
So, are you saying you're hoping nobody 70 up shows up
Well,
so you can win that?
they can for
bracket?
this one. They can for this one. Because they have one in October,
Okay.
and the one in October is called Bigfoot Boogie.
Bigfoot Boogie, nice.
And I will do that one.
All right.
So I will do that. I know
We
you
need to
still...
get some Sasquatch feet and do the Sasquatch Boogie with
Or we could carry him with us.
No, he's too heavy.
Okay. All right. Maybe we get a cutout. All right. So that's what's happening over there at the Riverwalk. If you get a chance and you're, athletic, go over there and give it a try. Everything that we talked about is really a lot of fun. When I did talk to them about the race, they told me that you did not have to run. I think he was trying to tell me that he would like me to do this. He told me I could walk it. And I would if I was here, because I know Clyde won't do the walk, so I would do the walk, and Clyde would do the train, and who knows what Mike will do. But
Did they just take a look at you and say, well, you can just walk it?
kind of. You had to bring that up, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
If you're going to talk to me like that, put yourself on camera so people can see you laughing at me.
We're good.
Oh, okay. So anyhow, this weekend, that's 3 things that are going on in the area. I will tell you that if you've got something going, I don't care if it's about a 40-mile radius, I'll say that. 40-mile radius from Blue Ridge, Georgia, we'll put it up. And if we can make it and we're not doing anything on that, when you're having it, we'll try to get out there and film it for you. So think about us. You got a community event coming up, especially if it's a charity event. Let us know. If we can't get there, at least we'll tell people about it and how to get there. All right, Clyde, guess what's coming up?
Sasquatch.
No!
No?
No! A commercial!
No.
Yes.
Sasquatch. You
No.
want to start first?
No, the commercial comes on first. It might not be in the right order, but that commercial's what's coming up.
All right, let me see
See if you can find it, move
if we can
it.
do that. I think we're ready.
Okay, run that commercial.
When builders around this area need landscaping, they turn to Top Turf Incorporated. Why? Because Top Turf has been providing landscaping, irrigation, lawn maintenance, and lighting to residential and commercial builders and even homeowners associations for more than 20 years. As a family-owned business, we take great pride in making sure our employees approach each and every job with an exceptional level of experience, quality, and integrity. Top Turf. When it comes to landscaping, nobody's tougher.
The most famous motor diner on the planet. Born in 1938 in London, England, it was notorious as a place for teenage rockers to hang out on motorbikes. Here in Orlando today, this is the first Ace Cafe in the USA. We're a restaurant, a bar, a concert hall, a place to shop. Basically, we're a gathering place for anybody who likes bikes, cars, and rock and roll.
Hi, my name is Naris, and I've been a Harley-Davidson enthusiast since I was about 4 years old. The lifestyle of a biker chick is very difficult because we don't have so many things that we can accessorize with, so it's just the basics. So now that I have my hog watch, which has been, I think, the best solution for me because I am naturally clumsy, so I always lose my key fob. That's $500-600 that I have to spend every time I lose my key fob, but now I wear it on my wrist, so I don't have to worry about that. This is a fashion statement for us as females. It's light, it's perfect, I love it, and it replaces my key, so I don't have a problem losing my key again.
Holy cow, it's Nova Rex, the 80s legends. I want the keto. I want the double Diablo. Cheddar bacon. I'll take a double cheeseburger with extra cheese. To go! Here you go, boys. Hey guys, I play a little guitar myself. How about me joining the band? Show us what you got, man. What's up, dudes? What do you think?
Yeah, man, it was pretty good, but you need more hair.
But the Mooyah burgers were great.
Mooyah burgers rock!
You know, Clyde, if we ever make it to Orlando, number one, first to a Predators game, which I'm going to see what we can cook up. But I'm going to Mooyah Burger.
I want a Mooyah burger too. I want to see what it tastes like.
Yeah, I mean, like I told you, everybody, I'm not going to be here for the next 2 weeks. I'm going to Rochester, New York. And basically, I have a favorite place there. As a matter of fact, whenever I drive in or fly in, all my buddies go, if you're looking for Hank, he's at Shaler's. And Shaler's, when I was a kid, well, not even when I was a kid, I still love it. That was the Hamburg place to go to.
Shaler's?
Shaler's. And the hamburgers on a hard roll with their special sauce, French fries, and a white hot dog. Those three things.
Wait, what is a white hot dog?
They call them porkers. And it's a white hot dog made out of pork.
I had a girlfriend named that in the Army.
Jeez. You remember what her real name was, or was it just Miss Porker?
No, that was her name.
Okay. I'm not even going to go there, Clyde. I'm just going to kind of, I'm going to, Clyde, let's change the subject a minute.
No, let's go back to the white hot. Is the hot dog like, what's white on the hot dog?
The whole thing is white.
The buns and the hot dog is white?
Yeah, I'll tell you what. When I come back, there's Zweigel's White Hots is what they're called. All right? When I come back from there, I will buy a bunch of white hot. They have white hots and red hots. They're both great. And when you put them on the grill, they pop open. I mean, I wish we were talking about it. I'm hungry already. But I will bring back a bunch, and we'll have a cookout out here.
Okay.
And we'll have them. And I'm going to put that Sal's Birdland sauce on mine, because that's good.
I don't know what that is either.
Yeah, I tried to give it to you. You wouldn't eat it.
Yeah, it's not ketchup, so.
No, it wasn't ketchup.
We're from Texas. We eat ketchup.
Yeah. No, I love ketchup. My wife will tell you that.
All right.
So, all right, Clyde.
Where are we at now?
We, a week ago or so, went on a little excursion.
Oh, we did.
We were looking for waterfalls, and we got lost.
Yeah, we drove right past the waterfall. I told Hank, he's over there on his phone or he's looking for a picnic table. I'm going, there's a waterfall. We drove past it. He's looking for a picnic table. It says there's a picnic table. So we kept driving.
Now, in my defense, I thought it would be a bigger waterfall than it was.
Hey,
That's number one.
Whole 7 foot.
All right, that's number one. And number two, they had, what was it, something glyphics?
Was it petroglyphics?
I think they were called petroglyphics.
Petroglyphics?
Yes. Now,
we gotta look that one up.
we looked for them. We couldn't find them anywhere. I did take a picture of something that I thought was it, but I didn't put it in on this clip because I don't know why. Because we didn't talk about it originally, so I didn't put it in.
I think a college student might have spray painted that one.
You think so?
I don't know.
You're probably right.
Yeah.
It had a wheelchair on it. So I don't know. But anyhow, Clyde, just so everybody knows, it was behind Young Harris College in Young Harris, and we drove through, and like Clyde said, he goes, oh look, there's a waterfall, and I'm reading the information, and it says, well, there's a pavilion and a picnic tables where we're supposed to park.
Well, to be fair, when I drove by, it looked like it could be a waterfall, but it wasn't like some of the other waterfalls that we see around here.
Yeah.
That are like 150-foot drops and everything. This was anticlimactic.
Yeah, it was a cute little waterfall.
Yeah.
It was bigger than the one that we ran into.
Well, it was called Cupid.
Cupid.
So
Okay.
it's cute.
All right, so if you ever want to find it, it's called Cupid Waterfalls. It's in
Cupid
Young
Falls.
Harris, and it's behind Young Harris College.
Yeah.
So with that, Clyde, get me out of this thing and put it up so I don't make a fool of myself.
Oh, you're asking for a lot, man. Here we go.
Well, Clyde and I went looking for waterfalls, and we found one behind Young Harris College. And if you'll notice, it says Jefferson Davis Memorial Park, dedicated 1982.
Hi everybody, it's Hank and Clyde hiking. So this is Clyde and Hank's Lost Hiking, and we did get lost today. We found the first waterfall pretty easy, but the second one, we did a lot of hiking and we actually wound up on the wrong side of the falls, somewhere over there.
Well, you know, we do adventures, and Clyde talked me into this one. He said, Hank, I hear that this is Bigfoot country. So I'm out here, and I got to tell you, we're deep, deep in the woods. We're looking for Bigfoot, but we're also watching for those little creepy crawler things that kind of slither. But so far, we've been walking for probably about 5 to 6 miles. The trail is good, but I have not seen a Bigfoot. And I got to tell you, we are in dense, dense woods. I hope we can find our way out. So, if you see me next week, you know I made it back. Hopefully, till next week.
But now we're here, and this is Cupid Falls, and it's behind the Young Harris College here in Hiawassee, or Young Harris, Hiawassee, Georgia. And as you can see, it's beautiful. I don't see any slithery, sneaky, crawly things, so I'm happy. And, it's a beautiful day today. I don't know if you can see. This is awesome. I feel like I'm on top of the world.
Well, Clyde stays up there on the top of the world, and he sends me down here. But I got to tell you, Jody and Mike, you got nothing over Clyde and Hank lost on the hike. Did you notice how you made me stay in the shade and you took that picture of me? You couldn't even see it was me.
It was better that way.
Okay, now I got a question for you. We were in the woods. We walked about 6 miles in the wrong direction, and
it was the right direction.
Well, yeah, but on the wrong side of the whatever you want to call that little stream. So anyhow, we ended up going back, but while we were there, I see that, and I didn't see this when you shot this.
I didn't either.
You didn't either.
No.
But we were out there, and Bigfoot was there. You call him Sasquatch.
if I had seen that, you wouldn't have seen me. You would have seen a little dust cloud as I was running back to the car.
Now I'm going to tell you something, Clyde, okay? I learned this a long time ago. When there's two people, just make sure you're the fastest one.
That's right.
And I got a feeling that I might be able to beat you.
No, I don't know.
I think so.
If the Sasquatch is on my tail, I'm out of there.
All right, well, either way, well, I'll tell you what, if you could have run one way, I would have run the other way, maybe Sasquatch wouldn't have known which way to go.
Which way they go?
But that was pretty amazing. I mean, here we are out there, and you're filming around. I know you were watching for snakes and skunks, I guess. Snakes.
Yeah, it was pretty snaky out there. It was snaky.
But it was a beautiful day. It was a beautiful day, but I'm not sure I'm up for these 5 and 6 mile hikes, especially when we're trying to do something else.
And we did see the alpacas.
Yes, and that big dog.
And the big dog.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, they were right across the street from where the pavilion was that we went to. And that's another neat thing if you're in that area. How do you say it again? Alpacas.
Alpacas, there you go.
There's a farm there, and they have, I think we saw about probably 10 of them at least.
Yeah.
And they have 2 huge dogs.
Huge.
One of them was very friendly. One of them wasn't.
Not so much.
But anyhow, we didn't get bit or anything, so we're fine. But if you're in the area, that's a neat thing to go look at. As a matter of fact, I took Linda back there Saturday, I think it was. And of all things, first of all, Young Harris College was having a all-girls scouting camp or overnighters or something for a week. The place was packed with cars. So that was number 1. And then number 2, it was raining a little bit, so all the alpacas were in the barn.
Oh, okay.
So Linda really didn't get to see them.
So the dog didn't come out for Linda or anything?
No, it was raining.
Oh, okay.
They're smarter than we are.
Yeah.
They stayed inside. But anyhow, it was a nice time. We had a good time over there. We ate at a place called the Sandbar and Grill. And I called you after. They got a spot where it's all sandy and they got picnic tables out there. We didn't know you could bring dogs. Now, Clyde and I both own dogs and we like to bring them with us. There had to be 12 to 14 dogs there.
I can't believe it. That's good, man.
They were inside and they were outside. And when I say inside, it's basically a covering. It's not a inside closed up area. The funny thing is there was 2 dogs at the very next table to us. And every time a new dog came in, they wanted to go play with them. And they were barking and they were having a great time. The other thing I learned is that when you sit down and then you get up, if you're going to sit down again, you better take the sand off because when you lift your leg up, all the sand falls off your shoe right there on your seat.
That's true.
Yes, so that was that. But we had a great time and enjoyed it. I'm going to tell you, if you get a chance, go out, drive around. I know Clyde does this, and we're starting to do it. Just say, you know what? I'm going to drive around. If I see something that's interesting, I'm going to stop in and say hello. Do the same thing for the car show. Stop in, say hello. If you see a car you like, so let's say that, and I'll just pick out let's say when you were younger, this is going to date people, but you had a 57 Chevy. There's a 57 Chevy over there. Go over and talk to the guy. And, just say, hey, I used to own one of those. And they'll tell you all about what they did and how they got into it and all of that. So, I've been rambling on. It's about time to say goodbye.
Oh.
I know. I will say this. First of all, we apologize for the problem we had with the first show. Guess what? That's water over the dam. So, it's gone. We are rebroadcasting, so hopefully people will see this. It hasn't frozen up. We haven't had a problem as of yet. So, with that, I'm going to try to get out of here. First of all, I want to do a shout out to Crazy John Cheney. John, I'm sorry that the Zoom didn't work. And for anybody, John is one of the owners of the Orlando Predators, which is NAL, the National Arena League. They are playing Friday night. I think the game starts at 7 7:30. You can go up to YouTube and put in the search bar NAL. It'll bring up all of the games for the NAL. Pick out the one that says Predators. I'm not sure who they're playing. It might be Columbus, Georgia. As a matter of fact, I know it's Columbus, Georgia, because
No, they have to play down there.
Right, so they're going there. So yes, Columbus, Georgia is going to be there. So all you Georgia fans should go at least see what your Columbus team looks like. They beat Albany, which was the #1 team.
Okay.
It was their first loss for Albany. All right, enough of the NAL. I hope everybody enjoyed the show. And the way we close our show is, we ask you to join the adventure and enjoy the ride. We will see you next week.